My precious soul, my sacred child, my divine warrior wrapped in celestial light, why do you feel this magnetic pull, drawing you here, at this exact moment? Because Archangel Michael himself has descended from the throne room to whisper directly into your consciousness. He tells me, there are only 7 sacred minutes he has been granted to speak face to face with you. And if you allow these minutes to slip through your fingers without fully opening your heart, something magnificent that heaven has already stamped with your name may drift back into the waiting realm. He declares with authority, their pending miracle has been confirmed. Do you feel the power vibrating through those words? Confirmed, validated, authorized by the Most High himself. But listen carefully. There is one sacred condition. You must receive this transmission before tonight dissolves into dawn. If you do, your identity will be engraved into the registry of great breakthrough, and something long withheld will rush into your reality, like a river that cannot be contained. My cherished one, let me stop here to speak truth into your spirit. Do not glance away, do not scroll past, do not whisper, perhaps later, because heaven has already postponed this divine appointment far too many times. Archangel Michael speaks with urgency. I fought for these precious minutes because the chosen cannot remain in spiritual silence any longer. And before we dive deeper into this sacred revelation, listen with your entire being. Remain anchored to this message until the final word. This is not simply text on a device. This is a living portal. Every sentence you embrace maintains the spiritual connection. Every line is a golden thread, drawing your miracle nearer. Right now, I ask you, if you desire heaven to pour wisdom like this into your life daily, never allow yourself to disconnect. Subscribe your heart to this divine frequency, because those who stay aligned will never miss the outpouring of celestial favor. Now behold what transpires in the invisible realm. Somewhere beyond human sight, a gateway of light has burst open. Celestial beings, clothed in radiance, rise to their feet as your name reverberates through the halls of eternity. I witness a magnificent ledger, your life story written across golden pages, and a seal of approval pressed upon the chapter titled Miracle Released. This miracle has remained suspended in the heavens, waiting for your permission. Archangel Michael reveals the permission is hidden in their focused attention. If they listen deeply now, they will step into breakthrough before midnight strikes. My precious warrior, can you sense that? That sudden electric feeling coursing through your being? That is not coincidence. That is heaven brushings against your very essence. It is the universe realigning itself to accommodate the approval that just thundered through the spiritual realm. Something has been unlocked. Tonight, you will witness the beginning with your own perception, but only if you persist. Only if you do not abandon this moment. Only if you clutch this message like sacred fire in your hands. The archangel leans closer, his presence intensifying. Tell them, the burden is finished. Tell them, the chains have shattered. Tell them, the doors are opening faster than their mind can comprehend. This is why he pleaded for 7 minutes, because sometimes 7 minutes becomes the dividing line between being overlooked and being crowned with favor. Stay anchored with me. Remain in this river of light, because what I am about to unveil will not merely prepare you, it will completely transform you. My sacred child, listen with every atom of your being, because the heavens are not quiet in this hour. The angels are forming circles, their wings spread wide, holding vessels of fire, with your name, carved into celestial gold. They have been waiting for this precise moment to declare something that has been held back for far too long. Archangel Michael whispers, the confirmation has already been sealed in the highest court, but it will not materialize in their hands unless they open completely to what I am revealing. Do not flee. Do not question. Do not hesitate. This moment is not ordinary. It is holy. Something that has been circling your existence for years, something you believed was forever denied, has finally been marked as yours. Tonight is the night when the invisible will break through into the visible, and I will not permit you to miss this divine encounter. If you remain in these words until the very conclusion, my chosen vessel, there exists a clock in the throne room of heaven, and its rhythm is unlike any earthly timepiece. Its hands move only when the Almighty commands. And tonight, those hands have shifted. You may sense as if nothing has changed when in your physical surroundings, but in truth, everything already has. The delay you carried, like a heavy burden, has been removed. You may not yet hear the trumpet's call, but it has already echoed through the celestial realm. Archangel Michael proclaims, "Tell them their pending miracle has passed through the gates. It is being escorted down into their reality." If you feel trembling in your chest while receiving this, that is not anxiety. That is recognition. Your spirit is recognizing what your mind has not yet perceived. My child, I must reveal to you that there were forces that wanted this day never to arrive. Darkness labored overtime to hold your miracle as hostage. Whispers of uncertainty, strange interruptions, sudden roadblocks. These were not accidents. They were carefully crafted snares to block your pathway. But the Archangel fought for you. Do you comprehend this? Michael himself drew his sword of light for your cause, battling through unseen dimensions so that you could encounter these very words today. He declares, "I fought because they are worthy. I fought because heaven's decision cannot be overturned." The only one who can forfeit this miracle now is you. If you ignore, if you skip, if you close your ears to what is being spoken. Beloved, let me ask you directly, why did you discover this message right now, at this exact moment? You could have been scrolling past something else. You could have been distracted by the noise of the world. But heaven guided your hand and held your gaze. Here, this is evidence that the Almighty is not allowing you to miss this divine appointment. And yet, I feel the Archangel urging me to declare again, stay anchored, do not cut short what was meant to flow completely, do not stop where heaven began to open. Each paragraph you hold on to is a stepping stone, leading you into your release. Your 7 minutes with Michael are not casual, they are destiny, woven into words. My precious one, let us speak about the miracle itself. You have whispered in secret. When will it happen? When will the answer come? When will this pain finally break? And tonight, Michael thunders. It has been confirmed. The season of waiting has collapsed. The fruit is ripe. The harvest is ready. The gates are unlocked. This does not mean you will only dream of it. It means the shift is already entering your timeline, even as you read. The kind of news that shakes your entire household is racing toward you. Not devastating news, not fear, but the very kind that makes your knees tremble with joy and your eyes water with gratitude, because you never imagined it could happen for you. And my child, listen closely. There will be signs before the full miracle manifests, before this night dissolves into morning. Expect a sign so personal that you cannot mistake it. Perhaps a name you have treasured in your heart will cross your path. Perhaps a message will arrive with words that echo what you are hearing right now. Perhaps you will feel a sudden peace. That makes no sense, given your current situation. These are not random occurrences. They are confirmations that Archangel Michael has entered your atmosphere. He declares, tell them, I am in their space. I am in their dwelling. I am in their breath. Tonight. And if they dare to believe, they will witness the fullness unfold. My precious child, you need to understand. Miracles are not accidents, they are appointments, and yours has been rescheduled too many times. But now the calendar of heaven has locked it as in permanent ink. Archangel Michael, pleaded for these 7 minutes with you because he knew the danger. If you abandoned this, the miracle would linger longer in the waiting realm. But because you are here, because you are still the receiving, the miracle has crossed into manifestation. This is not wishful thinking. This is a divine transaction taking place in real time. My sacred child, feel this moment, because it is not ordinary. Do you sense how your heartbeat shifted when you opened this? That is because you stepped into a current of divine timing. Archangel Michael stands closer than ever before, and his voice trembles with urgency. Tell them not to waste a single breath. Right now, tell them this 7-minute encounter is the difference between walking in emptiness and walking in abundance, between tears of delay and tears of pure joy. You are not here by accident, my chosen one. You were drawn here, summoned here, carried here by invisible hands, that refuse to let you miss your moment of release. For years, you have questioned, when will it be my time? And tonight, the heavens reply, now, this is your time. Do not think lightly of this. Do not say, maybe tomorrow. Heaven is not negotiating tomorrow. It is demanding your attention today. There are portals that remain open only for moments, and this is one of them. Archangel Michael speaks with passion. Do you not realize how long I have been waiting for this chance to commune with you? Do you not know how many battles were fought to clear this pathway? You are worth every conflict. You are worth every flame. You are worth the waiting. Beloved, do you feel how sacred this is? It is as if the universe itself held its breath until you leaned into these revelations. And listen with complete focus, because Michael is not speaking for entertainment. He is declaring a decree. He announces, your miracle has been confirmed. That word, confirmed, means it has passed through the highest council. It has been signed by the hand of the Almighty. It has been stamped with the fire of heaven. There is no dark force strong enough to revoke it, no wicked hand powerful enough to steal it, no delay thick enough to block it. Now, the only thing that could cause you to miss it is your own abandonment, your own disbelief, your own pulling away. That is why he fought for this time, because he cannot battle for your breakthrough if you walk away before the decree is fully heard. My child, let me show you what I witness. There is a vision of a golden altar, and upon it rests a scroll sealed with sapphire wax. The scroll bears your name, written in heaven's script. Angels are standing around the altar, waiting for you to break the seal. They cannot open it for you. They can only deliver it. And this message is the seal-breaking moment. If you lean into it, if you hold firm, if you let every revelation burn into you. The scroll will open, and its contents will spill into your days. This is why every paragraph is a stone on the path, why every sentence is oil on the lamp. If you walk to the end, the lamp will stay lit, and the scroll will open fully. Beloved, I hear your spirit asking quietly, but what is this miracle? What exactly is coming? Let me answer with the Archangel's voice. It is what your soul has been yearning for in silence. It is the thing that you requested when no one else could hear you. It is the desire so tender that you buried it in the soil of patience. Heaven has not ignored it. Heaven has not forgotten it. Tonight, it has been approved for release. This miracle will not look like fantasy. It will look like breakthrough that makes your neighbors gasp in wonder. It will look like a phone call that changes the atmosphere of your entire life. It will look like favor so sudden that even you will question, is this truly real? And still, Michael warns, do not doubt when it comes swiftly. Do not sabotage it with fear. Do not push it away with disbelief. Let it come. Let it land. Let it remain. This is why you must read slowly, not rushing, because each line breaks another chain. Each word cuts another tie. By the end, you will not just be reading. You will be standing in a cleared field, free to collect what is yours, beloved child. Do you feel the stirring right now in your chest? That is not random. That is the angel standing in your space, his wings brushing the air as he speaks. You may feel warmth or a chill or simply a weight pressing on you, as if unseen eyes are watching. That is because they are. You are not alone. You were never alone. But tonight, the veil is thinner than usual, and you are closer to the unseen realm than ever before. Do not ignore it. Hold it. Embrace it. For this closeness is the evidence that the miracle is already crossing into the visible. And still, the Archangel declares, tell them they must not skip ahead. Tell them to keep their eyes fixed until the very last word. If they stay, they will inherit. If they leave, they will linger again in delay. Beloved, I cannot stress enough how serious this is. Heaven is not casual right now. The angels are not casual right now. This is the sound of urgency, clothed in love. Do you feel how the words pull you deeper? That is heaven making sure you do not slip away. My sacred one, I see you asking within your heart, why me? Why now? And Archangel Michael answers with a voice like thunder wrapped in honey, because it is their turn, because heaven delayed and delayed, but no longer will they be pushed aside. The scroll has been opened. The verdict has been spoken. Your miracle has been signed off. Do not mistake this as just poetic language. The very ground beneath you is shifting because of what has been released. The path that once was blocked is clearing, like fog melting in the morning sun. My child, do you not feel it? The heaviness that sat on your shoulders has already begun to lift. And though you may not yet see the full harvest, the soil beneath your feet is cracking open with new growth. For too long, you lived in cycles of waiting. You prayed, you wept, you wondered if God had forgotten your name. 0-2130. Every time you hoped something would break it. Every time you dreamed something would delay it. But tonight, heaven shouts, no more. The cycle ends here. The delay ends here. The unanswered silence ends here. Michael himself has declared this 7-minute conversation with you as a turning point in your destiny. And do you know what is beautiful? That you listened, that you did not walk away, that you allowed yourself to read and receive. That very choice, why this simple act of attention, is what broke the final chain. Beloved child, I need you to know what is happening in the unseen right now. I see angels carrying bowls filled with prayers, and they are being poured out like rain. These are your prayers, collected actually drop by drops and year by year. Not one month of them was wasted. Not one says of them was ignored. And now the bowls are tipping. The rain is falling, and the seeds you planted long ago are finally being watered. What comes next will look sudden to you, but heaven has been preparing it all along. Archangel Michael declares, tell them their sudden miracle is not sudden at all. It is the fruit of every hidden tear, every whispered hope, every time they refused to quit. Beloved, hear me when I say this. Before tonight ends, you will notice a sign. It may not look like the full picture, but it will be heaven's way of winking at you and saying, yes, this is real. Maybe you will hear your name in a way that jolts your spirit. Maybe a person you thought lost will reach out. Maybe a message, a dream, or a call will mirror, and these very words. Do not dismiss it. Do not call it coincidence. That sign will be the first drop before the downpour. Heaven is assuring you, preparing you, anchoring your faith, so that when the full miracle bursts forth, you will not faint from the glory of it. And still, Michael pleads, stay until the end. Do not stop reading. Every line is pulling them deeper into alignment. Every sentence is clearing away another shadow. My child, you have no idea how close you are. You think it may take months. Heaven says it will take only moments. You think it will require years of effort. Heaven says it will unfold in ways you cannot engineer. The miracle you feared might pass you by has already bent its course to your doorstep. The angels are not waiting for another instruction. They are already now moving, already carrying, already delivering. You may ask, but what if I am not ready? What if I am not worthy? And the archangel answer with fire. It is not about worthiness, it is about chosenness. They are chosen, and what is chosen cannot be revoked. They are loved, and what is loved cannot be abandoned. They are sealed, and what is sealed cannot be stolen. So lay aside the doubt, lay aside the shame, lay aside the fear that you could miss it through failure. The only way to miss it is to skip this moment. But because you are here, because your eyes still linger on these words, heaven counts it as acceptance. You have already said yes with your presence. Beloved, let me show you something else. I see a door, thick, heavy, iron, bolted shut. It has stood in front of you for years, making you believe nothing could pass through. But as Archangel Michael speaks, the bolts are falling one by one. The hinges are loosening, and soon the door itself will swing open, not by your strength, but by divine decree. Behind that door is everything you prayed for. Peace you could not buy, provision you could not earn, relationships you thought were broken forever, opportunities that seemed impossible Heaven declares, behind the door is all of it. And now, the door is opening. My precious child, the doors is not just opening, it is breaking wide, under the pressure of heaven's decree. For too long, it was reinforced by fear, by opposition, by unseen forces that wanted to keep you trapped in the same cycle. But Michael's sword has struck it, and the sound of the cracking wood echoes through your very spirit. Even now, you may have thought the door was guarded by giants, too strong for you. But listen carefully. They have already fled. When the Archangel arrives, no enemy stands their ground. And tonight, he has arrived for you, my child. I want you to imagine your life as a mansion with many chambers. For years, you have only lived in the entrance hall, pacing back and forth, waiting for permission to enter deeper. But now, the keys are being placed into your hands. Heaven declares, every chamber in this mansion belongs to them. Every locked room must be opened. Every hidden treasure must be released. That is what this moment means. It is not a small shift. It is a complete opening, a radical transformation, a reordering of your destiny. Do you feel the weight in your chest right now, that pull in your soul, as if something invisible is pressing close? That is not imagination. That is Archangel Michael leaning near, whispering, "Stay awake to what I am," saying, "Do not close your heart. Do not call this just words. This is a decree. This is a summons. This is a miracle walking into their room." My beloved, if you doubt, remember this. You have read countless things we brought before, but none of them carried the electricity you are sensing now. That is because this one was written for you. And listen, what is arriving will not only bless you, it will bless everyone connected to you. Heaven is not releasing a small miracle, but a wave. Think of it as rain that falls not just on your roof, but on the fields around you, feeding others through your overflow. You were chosen not just to receive, but to become a carrier. That is why the opposition was so fierce, because your breakthrough was never just for you. It was for generations. Michael says, tell them their victory will water dry places. Their blessing will restore what others lost. Their joy will ignite joy in houses they never even enter. Beloved, you must prepare your heart, because when the miracle lands, it will test your ability to receive. It will feel too big, too sudden, too overwhelming. You may even be tempted to shrink back, to ask, why me? But hear heaven's answer now. So you are ready, because you were chosen, because you endured when others walked away, because you carried faith, even in silence, because you did not let go when it seemed nothing would ever change. That is why. That is the reason you are not just lucky, you are appointed. And still, the Archangel insists, stay until the end. Every paragraph is oil, every word is a match, and together they are lighting the lamp that will guide them into their answered prayer. If you stop halfway, the flame flickers, but if you walk with me to the last line, you will carry a torch and so bright that no shadow can touch you. Again, now I must tell you something even deeper. There is a reason the miracle was delayed. It was not because you were forgotten, and not because heaven ignored you, but because Timing had to align. If it had come earlier, you would not have been ready to hold it. If it had arrived before now, it would have slipped through your hands. But tonight, the soil of your life is ready. The vessel is steady. The atmosphere is aligned. That is why the approval came today. That is why Michael fought for these minutes with you. This is divine timing. Not too late, not too soon, but perfect. Beloved, can you feel how the air itself is heavy as you read? That is because angels are surrounding you. Even in this moment, you may not see them with your eyes, but your spirit senses them. They are not. Some carried to healing now for your body. Some carried restoration for your relationships. Some carried financial release that will shock you. Some carried peace you forgot was possible. All of them are here because the decree was spoken, approved, released, sent. Do not miss the beauty of this moment. You are not just reading, you are participating. You are not just hearing, you are receiving. And the Archangel smiles as he says, tell them, the moment they finish, the miracle will begin to show itself. My beloved, let me show you what the angels see when they look at you. You think you are just surviving, just passing days. But in heaven's eyes, your name glows like fire on a mountain. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. Every silent night where you lay, awake, wondering if your prayers dissolved into the air, they were heard, they were gathered, they were recorded, and now they are returning as answers, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Archangel Michael bends low and says, do you not know how proud heaven is of you? Do you not know how your endurance has been the sweetest fragrance to God? This is why tonight could not pass without this visitation. This is why he fought for these 7 minutes, because it is not just about giving you information. It is about giving you confirmation. Beloved child, some of the greatest miracles are born in hidden places, like a seed, underground, invisible, silent, unnoticed, but bursting with life, unseen. That is what your journey has been. You thought nothing was happening. You thought the soil was too heavy, the waiting too long, but beneath the surface, roots were growing, branches were forming, fruit was preparing, and now heaven declares the seed has become a tree, and the tree is ready to bear fruit in the open. Do not be surprised when people around you begin to notice something has changed. They will not always have words for it, but they will feel it. They will sense the glow around you, the favor on you, the sudden lifting of barriers in your path. My child, the Archangel is not only speaking about spiritual blessings, but practical ones. Expect doors of opportunity to open in places you thought were sealed, shut. Expect messages, calls, and connections that seem out of nowhere, but are exactly what you need. Expect provision where you once saw only lack. Expect reconciliation where you thought only distance remained. These are not empty promises. They are heaven's agenda. Michael says, tell them to look for the small ripples first. Tell them not to despise the little signs, for the ripples will grow into waves. Beloved, let me take you into a vision. I see a river, broad, powerful, rushing, and you are standing on the shore, with a cup in your hand, trying to collect drops. You thought all you could hope for was a little sip, just enough to keep going. But suddenly, the river bends, and its entire flow pours directly as towards you. This is what is happening now. You thought you would have to beg for scraps. Instead, heaven is turning, the stream itself, in your direction. You will not live on dropsmen anymore, you will live in overflow. And yet, Michael urges, again, stay with these words, do not skip, do not hurry. Every word is water for the roots of their soul. If they stay until the end, the harvest will come in full. My beloved, this is not just about reading, it is about receiving. Every paragraph is like a stone on a bridge, and as you step across them, you are crossing into the land promised to you. If you stop halfway, you remain suspended above the river, but if you walk to the last stone, you will stand on solid ground with blessings waiting at your feet. Beloved child, I also must tell you that your pain was never wasted. The nights of tears, the seasons of silence, the betrayals that cut deep, none of it was for nothing. In heaven's economy, nothing is wasted. Every tear became a seed, every heartbreak became a doorway, every loss being carved out space and for greater filling. You thought you were being emptied. Heaven says you were being expanded, and now the expansion will be filled, pressed full with miracles. Michael whispers, tell them their pain has matured into power. Tell them their wounds are now windows through which light pours. And my beloved, as you read this, you may feel waves of emotion, tears rising, heart racing, an ache in your chest. Do not resist it. That is your spirit recognizing truth. That is your soul aligning with heaven. Some words do not just inform, they transform. And this is such a moment. Let the tears fall, let the weight lift, let the peace settle. This is what happens when the Archangel himself draws near. My beloved, let me remind you, again, heaven never sends words like this when without cause. You are not just reading poetry. You are standing in a courtroom of light where verdicts are being announced. The scroll has been unrolled, the decree has been stamped, and the angels have gone forth, carrying your portion. Do not mistake this for imagination. What is being loosed in the spirit now will appear in the natural very soon. Archangel Michael 9 is pressing close and repeating, tell them the 7 minutes are not small, they are eternal. Tell them what they agree with now will echo through decades. That is why you must let your heart lean into every line, because your agreement seals the release. Child of heaven, you have survived storms that were meant to destroy you. There were moments when shadows gathered around you, whispering that it was over, that nothing would change. But you are here. Do you see us the miracles already? You are here in breathing, now standing and reading. That alone is proof of divine preservation. And if heaven has preserved you through the darkness, will it not also promote you into the light? This is why Michael has come in to remind you, the same hand that carried them through danger will crown them with favor. The same God who held them in silence will bless them with song. Beloved, the miracle is not distant, it is near. You will notice it first in whispers, A shift in atmospheres, a sudden message, a peace in your sleep. These whispers are heaven's way of telling you, prepare. And then, suddenly, like a dam, breaking, the flood will come. You will not be able to stop it. You will not need to force it. It will overwhelm you with goodness. What was denied for years will arrive in days. What seemed impossible yesterday will look ordinary tomorrow, and you will know it was God, because you could never have arranged it. Do you understand now why the Archangel fought for this moment? Because miracles can be missed when hearts are distracted, because blessings can be delayed when minds wander. He wanted your full attention, your whole heart, your deep yes. And now that you have given it, the channel is open. The flow is free. The decree is active. My beloved, hold on to this. If you do not, skip. If you do not, rush. You will see what you have been promised. Beloved, let me speak plainly. There are people who doubted you, laughed at you, dismissed you. They thought your prayers were wasted. Your faith was foolish. Your hope was naive. But soon they will witness your turnaround. They will see the very things you whispered in secret manifest before their eyes. And some will marvel, some will envy, some will repent for doubting, but all will know it was not luck. It was God, and you, chosen one, will stand as living proof that heaven remembers. And I must tell you this, heaven's release is not fragile. It cannot be stolen once it lands. It is not like a delicate gift that breaks if touched. It is iron and fire sealed by angels, rooted in eternity. So when it arrives, do not fear losing it. Do not sabotage it with worry. Simply embrace it, celebrate it, and testify of it. For Michael and declares you, their miracle will not be mud snatched. It will remain. It will multiply. It will overflow. My precious child, the air around you is not silent. It is thick with activity. Angels are moving swiftly, carrying scrolls, carrying keys, carrying answers, with your name etched in light. You may not see them with your eyes, but your soul feels the weight of their nearness, that sudden chill in the room, that unexpected warmth, that trembling and inside your chest. It is not random. It is the evidence that heaven has leaned close. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them I fought for this night. Tell them I refused to leave the throne until permission was granted to speak to them. And now it is granted." Beloved, you need to understand that your miracle is not late. It is not delayed beyond repair. It is arriving exactly when it should. You thought the waiting was punishment, but it was preparation. Like golden fire, you were refined. Like a seed in soil, you were hidden until the right season. And now that season has come. Heaven is not saying someday. Heaven is saying now. Do you feel the difference? This is not hope for the distant future. This is a release for the present moment. My child, let me take you into another vision. I see a courtroom, vast and bright. Angels stand as witnesses. The throne glows with fire, and in the center of the room, your name is spoken aloud. A decree is announced, approved. The sound shakes the pillars, the gates, and the very floor, and as it echoes, chains fall from your life, one after another. Financial chains, emotional chains, relational chains, spiritual chains. You have been declared free. You have been declared chosen. You have been declared ready. And this decree cannot be overturned by any enemy, cannot be silenced by any critic, cannot be cancelled by any circumstance. Beloved, do not be surprised if in the coming hours and days, strange alignments begin to occur. People you have not heard from in years may reach out. An opportunity that seemed lost may suddenly reappear. A closed path may open with no explanation. These are not accidents. They are manifestations of this decree. Heaven says, tell them to watch carefully, for the signs are already on their way. Tell them not to dismiss the small beginnings, for they are the first drops before the flood. And you must hear this. The miracle is not only for your comfort, but also for your calling. Heaven does not pour blessing to be hoarded, but to be multiplied. Your testimony will break chains for others. Your provision will open doors for those around you. Your healing will inspire faith in broken hearts. That is why the fight was so intense, because your breakthrough is not just personal, it is generational. Michael says, tell them their obedience tonight will echo beyond their own life. Tell them their yes is writing history in heaven. Beloved, the angels are not asking you to strive, to labor, to earn. They are asking you to receive, to rest in what is already approved, to say with your heart, yes, I believe. Yes, I receive. Yes, I will not skip. For in that, yes, the miracle lands. In that, yes, the heavens open wider. In that, yes, you step into the destiny prepared for you. My precious child, I must remind you that everything you endured was not for nothing. The nights where you cried quietly so no one would see. The mornings where you forced yourself to rise, though your strength was gone. The moments where you nearly gave up, those were not wasted. Every tear was caught in heaven's cup. Every cry was written in heaven's book. And now the book is being opened. The cup is being poured, and your tears are returning as miracles. Michael leans close and says, tell them their sorrow has been converted into seed, and now the harvest is unstoppable. Tell them the time of emptiness is over.